Now, I'm here to hear you. Please conclude your submissions. If someone wants to ask a question, if you start responding to each query, I don't even know what your argument is. And I would request the honorable members of the bench to at least let counsel complete his submission. Yes, there will be questions, but I don't know what you're going to say next. And if you are faced with questions, I mean, I don't know what I'm to write, and I just lose the chain of thought, and I'm sure you do as well. So, Mr. Siddiqui, please, if you keep responding to each question, we'll be forever. No, excuse me, this is no laughing matter.
Well, Lord,
No, from morning to night on the first day we worked, every second of this court is time of the people who have invested heavily in this institution. 3 full days have worked. Now we are on the 4th day. We can endlessly hear one case in the year, and that's a performance. And all the other cases will get left behind, and all they will keep mounting up. So please, there are 15 of us, and all of us have questions, and undoubtedly valid questions. Please complete your chain of thought, and if you keep responding, I don't know what your contention is, I will never understand it.
if I may just complete this.
Please keep submitting your submissions.
I'm very grateful to your Lordship. If your Lordships may see Order 1, it contains various definitions, my Lord, and then your Lordship may see subsection 2. If I may read. Unless the context, now law is not defined in the Supreme Court rules, but this provision is there. Unless the context otherwise requires, the General Clauses Act 1897 shall apply to the interpretation of these rules, as it applies to the interpretation of a federal act. Your Lordships are aware that the term law is a defined term in the General Clauses Act. And this is the General Clauses Act 1897 I'm talking about. If your Lordship looks at Section 3, subsection, sorry sir.
Order 1, 2, 2 है ना जरा clear कर.
जी जी.
Order 1 का rule 2 का 2.
जी, Rule 2.
जी.
Rule 2 का 2.
जी जी. जी, Rule 2 का 2. I'm sorry sir. So the definition of what law means in Order 11 would come from the General Clauses Act. And Section 3, subsection 37B has a definition of law. It says Pakistani law, but the case law consistently says where the term law means Pakistani law, that is what Pakistani law is. And it says Pakistani law shall mean any act, ordinance, regulation, rule, order, bylaw.
Please tell us where you're reading from.
Sir, Section 3, subsection.
Sections तो नहीं है.
Sir, General Clauses Act 1897.
अच्छा, we are still at the rules, जी.
Sir, rule तो मैंने आपको बता दिया. Order 1, sub rule 2. अगर आप General Clauses Act देख लें आप, Section 3, subsection 37B.
Pakistani law.
So there is, as the Supreme Court which sat while making these rules, was clear in their minds.
It says Pakistan law.
Yes, and the case law says that where the word law comes in statutes, and I've given the citations, I won't repeat them, that Pakistani law's definition is to be used. I've cited that. So, my lord, there is no doubt about the fact